We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. This fight taking place in the lightweight division. That's 135 pounds maximum. And his opponent, Jono Carroll, 58.5 kilos. He stands 172 centimeters high and has a reach of 176.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
From Cuba, King Kong, Jono Carroll. This southpaw is the pride of Dublin, Ireland. You know you're in for a fight when you face King Kong.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Cuba, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Wise move to hold on here, but you can't do that too often.
Sometimes styles make fight, but this one, the styles just seem to be clashing.
Considering we're outside in the sold-out arena, it almost feels like the Roman Colosseum and two gladiators going at it.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire, Tom. They're on fire in the ring.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So once again, they'll clinch, and one of these fighters has got to take the lead here.
Had to hold on, getting hurt every time the punches land.
That jab misses. That jab doesn't score. A perfect counter shot. He misses with that jab. Solid punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Hold it right there. Let me jump in for just a second. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
They ring the bell, and here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won it hands down.
This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this. How many more times is the referee going to let these fighters clinch each other without taking a point?
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
Nice punch. Jab does not score. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? The face is telling the story from that jab.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good counterpunch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start the round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, four, five.
He's back on his feet, but his opponent is licking his chops right now.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull him down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Nice block. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Good right hand. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Oh, what a punch! Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Oh, what a punch! Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you.
Why does he continue to hold? The referee could take a point here.
You cannot do it too often because the referee's going to pull you apart and deduct a point.
The jab misses. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And a good decision here to clinch.
Yeah, you got to clinch. What the idea is just to get your opponent to complain to the referee. Get him to complain about the conditions. Get him to just feel uncomfortable. Keep doing unorthodox things. I don't mind that now and again.
Smart move to clinch there, but the referee's only going to let you do that so often.
There's a tactic to clinching. When you clinch, you're taking someone out of their pace. You're making them feel uncomfortable. It's something they're not used to. But it's a fashion of clinch as well. You can be a dirty clincher. Pull him, pull it.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch, counter punch. And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count. And you can see it right here. That body shot sent them down, and they weren't getting up.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? One, two, three, 4, 5.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out.
Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. Oh, and that changes everything, and down they go. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, he's back on his feet, but right now, the corner's got to think about throwing in the towel.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just...
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
We remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. The jab not finding its target.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
At some point, the corner has to say you're done. Thought for a second of getting out of trouble, but now he's right back in the phone booth.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself.
The defense failed them. And there it is, the knockdown punch we knew was coming. I need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I need to see that again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.